Hi, everyone. My name is Donna Peterson, and I'm the CEO of World Innovators. I regularly talk about ChatGPT and AI tools. And it's great to be out there talking, making sure everyone is aware of what tools are there. But then it comes down to how do I actually implement it? I hear that all the time. And matter of fact, when I go to speak at trade shows, I always ask, could we do a workshop afterwards? Because it doesn't help if you just hear about it. You have to implement it. And that's why I decided to do this video. Today, this is all about GPTs. Now, within ChatGPT, you can create your own personal GPTs. Why these are great is because this is for you. This can be something you create. You can use it with just your team, or you can use it with a segment of your target audience, or you can use it after you speak at a trade show. You then could set up a GPT just for that audience that heard you. I thought today would be a great time to jump in there and show you how to set up a GPT. So let me share my screen. Now we're going to go right over here. And I know now I'm not going to be looking at my screen that much, but here is the screen that I am sharing. You will see we are here in ChatGPT. And then if you go down, just going to take this down a little bit, we can see Explore GPTs. I think it's important to always go in and explore the GPTs that are already there. One, it gives you an idea of how to set up yours, but it also gives you an idea, are you redundant with something else that's out there? Because what's going to happen is you want to create a GPT, and if you're creating it to go public, this can be used as like a marketing tool for companies, again, to be seen as a thought leadership in your space. More and more people will be going to these GPTs to get information, to get worksheets, to get any type of information about their industry. And that's why you want to make sure you don't name your GPT the same as somebody else. You can go in here and you can say, search GPTs. For myself, I could say, B2B marketing. Okay, so you see there are a few different things that already come up with B2B marketing, and these are different individuals that have created their groups. For us, that's too broad. We can't compete with those people, and we don't want to compete with those people because that's not our space. We are in that industrial space. Today, I wanted to look into pharmaceutical marketing. What if I set up and this is only one segment that we deal with, but what if I set up a GPT all about pharmaceutical manufacturing marketing? Manufacturer. So nothing's showing up there. So there's nothing that is that specific. This is a win for us because now is the time for you to start to analyze what GPTs could help your brand stand out again from your competition, because now you're going to be the first one out there. You're going to be the first one posting a GPT. And if you give it a title that really catches people's attention, they're going to go in there and they're going to try to pull together more information. Let's just go back here and we're going to go here up to create. Now I'm doing this with you for the very first time for the pharmaceutical space. I haven't created one of these before. So let's write now. I know that's not like this like crazy catchy title, but I'll go back in afterwards. I just want to show you how you can do this. I'm creating it. I give it a title. We can go in here to create. And this is where ChatGPT can help me. I want to stress, so this is where when you're talking with ChatGPT, it is always important to give it some guidelines. I'm asking it to write me a description for this ChatGPT, but everything that comes from us, I always want to make sure it sounds like World Innovators. I don't like any type of material from World Innovators to sound extremely salesy. There's a description. Let's say, give it more. Can you create detailed instructions? Now it's thinking, let's see what it comes back with here. This can take a while. This is where, if you weren't all here and I had time, I would sit there and say, okay, the detailed instructions is I want it to always sound professional. I want it to sound like a company that's been in marketing for 44 years. I want to talk about truly understanding and knowing our client's audience. Let's see what it did. Okay, so it did. It came back here and it gave you your instructions, conversation starters. These are prompts. You could put in prompts like, where do I find quality email lists? What selections are most important when selling an HPLC machine? Now, that's very specific. I don't know if you'd want that prompt. It really all depends on what you're trying to do for your organization or yourself. You could put in detailed information about the equipment, like what is this specific piece of equipment? What titles, bioreactors? This is where you should talk to your salespeople. This is where you should talk to your customer service. They will give you an idea of the most frequently asked questions, and then you can put those prompts right up there. So if anyone goes into your GPT, automatically they have 4. If you are setting up a GPT for your internal team, let's say it's for your sales team, maybe you put in the 4 prompts that you're asked a lot from clients, and those prompts could be there. This is a great way. You put those prompts in, then it has this knowledge base section. This is what makes the GPTs so great from the full OpenAI ChatGPT, is this is where you can start to drag in information that is specific to your company. So for us, I could write here, add in a checklist for evaluating email lists. Oops, didn't like that. So here we go. Let's go here, a checklist for evaluating email lists. Let's put in this one marketing guide that I have. I can put e-newsletter and email information. I'm trying to see what else would be a good checklist there. And then the last thing, let's just add in the target audience worksheet. You can upload as much information as you would like into this GPT. What will happen then is when people come into your personal GPTs, they put something in the prompt. GPT or chat is going to first go and look at your content first to answer it. So let's say we're here at the prompt. I haven't tried this before, so let's say, and it's coming down and it's listing everything that's in our specific document for a target audience worksheet. Just like you could put information about your specific product into the knowledge base so that when people come on and they start to ask questions about, do I need a part leveling machine if you're in metalworking? Do I need PLC machine or any kind of drug diagnostic piece of equipment? That type of information will be in there, but it's going to come up right away and it's going to talk about your piece of equipment or your features. You can have all that information and you can set these GPTs up by different segments. As we always talk about now, about how marketing is about building relationships, you need to separate your big database into segments so you can talk to each individual group differently, the way they like to be spoken to. My good example is how you speak to a CEO is very different than how you would speak to an engineer. You can start putting together those segments, but then the type of content you want them to receive, you can also separate that into the GPTs. If you're going to keep it in-house, this is where, as a team, maybe it's your sales team, you can start to create emails that worked really well, have it in here for the GPT. So if another person on your sales team that maybe is on the West Coast, you're on the East Coast, they can go in 24/7 and say, what would be a top responding email? And yours will pop up. You can create these for different segments, however you want to slice and dice it. It even has the images there, and then you can create other actions. This is a great way to consolidate your information and have it in one place for a specific audience. Then that'll be there. And after you have it, this is where we're going to keep it. I'm going to keep that because I think I'm going to build upon it a little, I think. Let's see. And now you're back to the main ones. And again, like I said, I would go through and just fiddle with these, see how these other GPTs work that are specific to an area. When you create these GPTs, you want to give it a lot of instructions so that it sounds like your brand. It sounds like you. For instance, I created the pharmaceutical one. I work with predominantly all of our pharmaceutical companies in here. So I want all the correspondence to sound not only like World Innovators, a 44-year-old B2B marketing company, but I want it to sound like Donna Peterson. Don't go unleashing, revolutionizing. I don't use big adjectives like that. Like I said, I'm more of a soft sell type person. I want it to sound like I truly am helping these companies. So when they do the responses back, it's going to sound like you. This is how you're going to come across and being able to stand out from your competition. You don't want to sound like everybody else. You want to sound like you and your unique brand. You might say, then Donna, not everyone's going to like it. That's right. Not everyone is going to like it. But you only want to work with the people who do like how you work or how you sound or how you give out information. Those are the customers that you will start to work with. They will buy from you year after year, and they will become loyal customers. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any questions about your specific needs with AI tools or ChatGPT, please feel free to reach out to me. And please endorse this video. Tell people you like it, share it. The more you do that, the more information I will put out there for everyone to use. Have a great day. Bye.